Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back with another episode of Project Architect 2, and in today's video, we are going to be completing the Elder Guardian task list to go ahead and get the Elder Guardian plushie, and then that'll leave the Invoker being our last one before we finish this. So, the first things first is we have a bunch of crafts that we should be able to do. So if we open up our terminal, we can honestly just click on these. So we have the diving helmet, which is going to take marine fabric, which we can create. It's also EMCable. I'm not too worried about it. But then we have the diving helmet. So that's created. There's a water breathing charm, which we should have to just create these apples, which we can. Ooh, need a honey block, which we can create. We got 2 of those apples. Got to turn them into prismarine apples. And then we should be able to craft the charm, just like that. And then the antimatter evaporator, should be able to craft that. Just like so. And then we have the scepter of water infusion. We can craft that pretty easily. Like so. And then the chalice. We have everything to craft the chalice. An infinite water bucket. Oh, that's cool. Enable to drain water, disable to place water. Interesting. The last thing we need to do is make guardian soup, I believe. Yep. Oh, and we need a slab of guardian, which the way you get these is by killing an elder guardian with a knife. So I have a knife right here. We just have to go find the elder guardian. So we're going to look for an ocean monument. And it said that one was found. So we're just going to fly there until we get, we're going to fly around until we get there. And when we get there, I'll be right back. We are at the ocean monument, as you can see. And I do have a quick trick to this also with using the destruction gadget. All we have to do is go down in here though, because you'll get mining fatigue from the Elder Guardian. But we don't want to kill it right away. We want to get it down low. 26 is going to have to do. We got to kill it with a knife. We should have got everything needed. So we got the slab. All right. Now, how do you get the Elder Guardian? Oh, there we go. We just got everything that we needed that fast. The rest of the stuff with the Elder Guardian doesn't really matter to me. We don't really need it for anything. And we've already technically raided the Elder Guardian. So now we can actually go back to the house and we can make this last thing up. Because we do have to make it. It's not just an item. We have 4 minutes of mining fatigue? Oh my. Okay. So it's actually a thing that you put in a pot. And so you need guardian, onion, egg, and tomatoes. So egg, tomatoes, onion, and then the guardian in a bowl. Do we have bowls in already? We do. So if we toss, we gotta make it the right recipe. So it's elder guardian, 2 eggs, 2 tomatoes, and a onion. And that should be cooking up into the bowl. Rest of this can be EMC'd, which we do have this tablet right here, so we can make sure we toss all this in there so it does get learned. And we need this slab of guardian, which we have. Now we have that. So now if we go back to the menu here, we have the Elder Guardian completed. And we can go here and we can actually craft the plushie just like that. And we can go back down to our base and place this down. And we're only 1 away from completing the challenge. So we should have a spot for it. Yep, right there. We have 1 more to do, which we can take a look at it real quick. Which is the Invoker. Which will need a bell, which we can just go to a village and grab that. We're going to need a level 3 book. which we might be able to get the level 3 book real quick. Omnius trial key and a trial key, which we already had a trial key. I don't know if we still have it. And 4 bottles of 4x Omnius bottles. So hold on, let's go right here. See if we can craft this one. Oh, just like that. And I don't know if that is, no, we need the Archmages, which we should be able to do. Almost. We need to get a Tome of Undying, which you get from an Evoker. So let's see what all we need for the Evoker. So we need a Bell, a Soul Stone, which is Netherite, Totem of Undying, and Nether Star. And then we need the Spell Book, 4x Omnius bottles, from the trial chambers, and then we need to get the trial keys. Which I believe we have the regular trial key. Let's check. We do not. We had it at one point. We do not anymore. You look right here. Yeah, we don't have it. So those are the few things that we'll need to get. We can go get the bell real quick. I believe I can kind of not necessarily cheat this one, but like just get it quickly by just going to a random village, finding the center, and then we can steal their bell out of the center, which this one might not have one, but we have a bunch of villages. This is the one in the sky. Here we go. There's probably one here. We just gotta find the town center. It's normally where they keep the bell. Which I'm not seeing it, so we might have to try a different one, which is fine because we, like I said, we have a bunch of them. Never mind, here it is. Thanks for the bell. So that's the bell done. And now we'll have to get to the invokers. And the trial keys. So we're gonna have to figure that one out because I have not actually done that in any other mod pack besides all the mods 10. See what it says in the mod. Embark during challenges on the trial chambers where collecting keys is key, and to obtain mummy's key you'll need to the Bad Omen effect. It's a labyrinth adventure where preparation meets perseverance, and each key unlocks a new level of the mystery work. Cool things for this is that we have one of these in our base, actually. We're just going to have to get to it, which I'm trying to remember what room has it. I want to say it is this room. Maybe, no, not this room. It's our first room that has it, I believe. So, this one. This one. I believe behind this wall. Yep. Yep. Here we are. I forgot. I have mining fatigue. Only for 16 more seconds. Oh, we have one trial key. We're gonna want to grab a swab also. With this sword, it's kind of OP. See what's over here. Zombies. Alright, so now that we're back, we can actually craft the invoker. Ooh, we got an EMC link. We don't really need it, but we have it. So we have everything to craft the last, the invoker tier and an adventure bound, which is also 1 million, which I want to make sure I learn all these. Oh yeah. Some of these guys are just placed down because it was acting wonky. Should be a total of 9 of these guys. So let's go over to a thing. Let's make sure we have learned all of these. And so if we go plushie, right, these are plushies. Let's go pig. Yep. Bee. Yep. Wither. Yep. Evoker. Elder Guardian. Yep. What is this called? Axolot. Yep. Goat. Yep. Warden. Check. Dragon. Check. Okay, so we do have all of them. So these can just go in our backpack for now. And then the next thing that we actually have to do is we're gonna have to mess with create again, which is perfectly fine because like we just have our little create set up over here. We're probably gonna try to do this as simple as possible right now, and then we might dive into create a little bit farther later on. But we need to create these mechanical crafters, and we are going to need 9 of them, I believe. So we're gonna need to make 3 sets of these, which is 3 brass casings. So do we have any brass? We do. So we need 3 of those. We need stripped logs. Stripped logs. We need 3. So if we put those down, there we go. And then we need polished quartz, which we can easily get like so. And then we need a few of these. We need 3 of these. There we go. And then we need 3 crafting tables. And then that should be our 9 mechanical crafters. And so what we can do is we can just put this. We're gonna want to connect it to our thing here. So let's put this here. Yeah, it's gonna be overstressed, that's fine. Because what we can do is we can create, grab one of our wrenches, and we can just take this off. This off, right? Oh, so we will have to take this off. So it's still overstressed. So what we might actually have to do is we might actually have to dive a little bit further into create, which is fine We're gonna want 9 blaze burners. So right now we have 6. We're gonna need to make 3 more. So we're gonna need some iron. That's gonna have to go there, but we're gonna have to reconnect this. At create, I'll say it was just this gearbox. It was right there, and then we can disconnect this one. And all we do is need to put that there. We should be able to speed that up. We need 3 more of these. Like so, and then we got to go run over to the nether real quick, and we have to grab a blaze. So if we go lava farm, look at our map, we got some blazes over here, but there should be a blaze spawner at my marker over here. We just need to capture 8 more blazes. Oh, there's one right there. There's another one over there. I wonder if there's a blaze spawner over here. I know there's the one that we are going to. We have this level 6 setup that's not the best because the creeper blew it up halfway through doing it as a setup. So basically all I have is I have some water wheels that I had to power start to pump some water in here with some blaze burners. And then I have a mechanical arm taking from the depot and feeding these blaze spawners or blaze burners to heat this up, which isn't doing that great. Like I said, creeper blew it up after it was created, so that's great. And then I have some steam arms generating about 16,000 kinetic stress each time going over, and then it's powering these. So now what we can do is we should be able to grab all of these, toss them in here. I don't think the order matters. If it does, we'll have to look. And then we should just be able to craft these 2, and as you can see, it's going in, and that did not craft. Okay, let's take a look at the recipe real quick. Fly up so no more creepers blow us up. So one, grab the epic loot bag, and then it does look like it does have to go in order. So let's put this in order real quick. And the issue might be that this all has to combine into one first. So if we do this, and then it puts it right there. Maybe we'll see how that goes, but I know it went pig. Oh no, it went pig. Then B and axolot, so B, axolot, and then dragon, goat, warden. Dragon, goat, warden, and then wither, elder guardian, invoker. Wither, elder guardian, invoker. Oop, there we go. All right, we just got the Archimeat. This is the first big completion. And this is EMCable, so let's just EMC that real fast. We got some diamonds. Is this EMCable? Ender carrot, stackable hidden shields. Okay, just toss that in there. Now that we completed that, this is the start of EMC duping. And what I think that means is so we can craft. So like this right here costed 2, 3, okay, so that costed 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then this is worth 50. So every time that we craft that, that'll be worth 50. So if we have something that automates crafting these, I believe that'll turn 20 into 50 million, which is a 30 million gain. And if we look in EMC duping, I think that's just what we can do. Because like if we basically, so now that we did that, we just need to grab one of each of the plushies again. Ooh. Plushie, okay, so pig. So if we grab one pig, dragon, evoker, ocelot, or what is this? A plushie. There we go. We need a bee. We need a goat. We need a warden. We need one of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what one are we missing? This one. 9. So now what we should be able to do is, because it went bee, pig, ocelot, and then it went, I want to say dragon, goat, warden, then wither, elder guardian. And before we do this, so like, shit. Before we do that, one, we might want to create one more crafter. Crafter, you make one of those. Crafting table. Make 3 more crafters. We only need 1 more. Because what we want to do is we are going to want all of these to basically, we can have them all combined together. Like so. And then move their way down there. So pig. So bee, ocelot, or pig, ocelot, dragon, goat, warden, and then it went wither, elder guardian, invoker, and then we just need a redstone signal to start it. Boom. And now we just duped, so one, so we need to go at plushie mod. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it says we only have 4 of these, so those are in our inventory. Yeah, so hold up, let's toss those in, go back to our plushie mod. We take these out. It says that we have no EMC now. There we go. 648 million. So it's just a duplication process. So now if we automate that, which will not be that difficult to automate those, we'll just have to designate like specific areas for them, but I think we can figure that out and do that, and then just have that automatically run, and that could EMC dupe to where we could get to our first billion. We'll figure that out in the next episode, but I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.